Hey there guys, today we're going to take a look at our second lesson that we're working on in the Inscribed and Circumscribed circles tutorial. We're going to take a look at the first lesson activity that they have you do with GeoGebra, where they're asking you to inscribe a circle of a triangle. That means taking a circle and sticking it inside of a triangle. So taking a look, we're going to go down here and open up the GeoGebra tool that they want us to use. And then we're going to go to step 1. We want to create a triangle ABC of your choice. So whatever you want to do, it doesn't have to match mine. But I'm going to go A, B, C, and don't forget to close your triangle. And then we're going to go on to the next sentence. Construct angle bisectors of angle A and angle B. So if we're looking for angle bisectors, it's under here where they have you, this is where they draw additional lines. We're going to do angle bisector. And when we're doing angle bisector, if I want to bisect angle A, I'm going to start with one of the points on the sides of the angle, kind of like we're naming it. So I'm going to go B, A, C. So there's my bisector for angle A. And then it asks me to construct an angle bisector for angle B. So I'm going to go through and do the same thing. And I'm going to do, since angle B is going to be my vertex, I'm going to go angle A, B, or sorry, vertex A, vertex B, vertex C. And there's my angle bisector for that one. So going back to look at my directions, it says mark the intersection point of the angle bisectors and label it D. So the point where those two lines intersect, we want to name point D. So with this, if you go in and select point, all you have to do is click on it. Since you already have an A, B, and C on there, this should go ahead and name it for D for you. And if you ever make a mistake and you don't like what you're seeing, you can just click that undo button and that'll undo what you did, or you can click the redo button and that'll redo and put back if you deleted too far. So that takes care of step 1. Step 2 wants us to create a line through point D that is perpendicular to AC. So if I'm looking at AC, this is the line or the segment that we're wanting to create a perpendicular line through. So I'm going to go back to my create a line place. And so I'm going to go perpendicular line. So we want a perpendicular line. Where did you go? Perpendicular line through AC through D. So I'm going to click on D because that's the point I want to focus on. And then click on line AC, the one that I want it to be perpendicular through. So if I'm looking, that new line that popped up there that does not go through D, that is going to be our perpendicular line to AC. It says find the intersection of line segment AC and that perpendicular line. We're going to label it point E. So I'm going to go back to my pick point, and again, I'm looking for that line that does not go through B, and that's this guy right there. And if you're ever working with these things and you don't like where, let's say you didn't like where you put your A, B, or C, you could pick, move, or move, and then click C, and then hold down and drag, and that'll move it around. So if you don't like the way your diagram looks and you want to move around a point to make it a little bit easier for you to see and work with, you can drag and move wherever you want it to go. Let's see if I can get it somewhere. Ooh, that's a good place. I like that because that makes it a lot easier for me to see the difference between my perpendicular line and my line that bisects that angle. Okay, so let's look at the next step. Label it point E. Yep, we got point E done. With point D as the center, create a circle passing through point E. So I'm going to go pick my circle, and I'm going to do circle center through a point. So it says start at D and then have it go through E. So I'm going to drag my mouse pointer down through E, and then there's my circle that is inside of my triangle ABC. And it says measure and label the radius of the inscribed circle on the diagram. So if we go back, we're looking to measure the radius. So this looks like it measures things. So we're looking for a distance or a length. So I'm going to click from D to E, and then there's that length that it was asking us to find. It's 0.93. And then take a screenshot of what you did and paste it below. So what I do for screenshots, I've got this little app on my computer through Windows called Snip and Sketch. And I like it a lot. It lets me be able to do a snip like this, and then I just do the whole window that I'm working with. And then when it asks what I want to do with it, I tell it I found this is the easiest way to do it, to click save. And then I save it to my desktop. And I've got the letters here so I can tell the difference between the different ones that I've done. So I'm going to name it C, so I know I'm looking for C, and click save. And then whenever I go back here to import my picture, I'll go insert image, and then my computer, choose file, and then I'm looking for the one that has a C. Click open. And there it is. And so if you click the submit button, that's what saves it and lets me go in and be able to see the work that you did in the different pictures. And your pictures don't have to be the same as mine and don't have to be the same as what they have for your suggested answer, just as long as the big deal thing was making sure that your circle was inside of that triangle. All right, so that'll about do it. If you've got any questions, make sure to email me and let me know.